Uh-oh. Arwen? Arwen.
I'm singing and I'm muted. What the hell?
Arwen!
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know how many times I heard that song and it never gets old. Jester, your vocals kick it, dude.
I know. I feel like it's kind of like Loki said this morning. Uh that song that he does at the beginning,
Mm-hmm.
it gets you pumped for me anyway. It
Me
gets me
too.
pumped for the day. It gets me ready. It's like, yeah, let's do this shit. Let's take this day by storm. Rah!
Yes.
I
Yes.
feel like this song does the same thing.
It does.
Yeah, let's get ready for dinner. I mean,
Yeah, there's cheese. Yeah. Come on. All right.
Ah,
Just
how
gonna
you
beat my
like
chest and go, fight some Persians.
right?
Ah!
Yes. Ah. I'll
Absolutely.
just stab you all. Yes. Ah. Knife,
Oh.
gun, something. Ah.
Rawr!
I'll take it all. I'll use it all. Sword.
Exactly.
I'll do that too.
Fires me up. I love it. Love it.
Oh yeah. All right. You want to say hi to everybody?
Of course.
Okay.
Absolutely.
I'll let you do it this time. I think
All
I did it last time.
right.
I don't know.
We
I
got
try to go back and forth, but who knows?
where potato, which yours is mine.
Yeah,
But,
yeah.
I mean, do we even need to get to the chat? Of course we do.
Of
So,
course. Hello.
Daryl,
Hi, Daryl. Hi, partner.
kick ass, my sisters. You too, brother. You too. And we got Snorta Poopus cute butter.
Snorty. Hello, Snorty.
Absolute favorite polar bear on social media. There's Arlena, y'all. Hey,
Hey,
Spice.
look. Wait. How'd I get there? Wait, what?
I
What's going on?
there you are with the wave. in our weenie empire. Hello.
Hey, look, we're here too.
We are. Thank God we're here. God. Hey, we have irate
Hey,
specialists.
irate. It feels like it's been forever. And I think I have one up on, or is it one or two up on you for Crowder? I
Oh,
think you've had two questions asked, and I'm up to either three or four. I don't remember. But I
nice.
had two in 1 week, and I was like, what? Mind blown.
You're going to become a common household name over there. They're going to
Right?
be like, Arlena's asking a question again. Pull it up.
Right? Yeah.
And we got Cotton Ministries. Hey, Cotton.
Hello, Cotton Ministries. Oh,
Good to see you. And I think that is everyone thus
yeah.
far. Let's
Yeah,
go.
for now.
Okay, I have a suggestion for the intro.
Uh huh.
You know when Spock and Bones turn judging you?
Yes.
You need to put Smudge and Kenobi's faces on them. The little heads.
Oh my God, yes.
Yeah, as
Okay,
kings
I'm
of
gonna
the
have to do
country
that.
club.
Okay, I'm gonna have to do that.
I'll send you some good shots of Smudge.
Yes, yes, I'm gonna need his face, and I'll be able to get Kenobi at some point.
Judging you,
Just
judging you.
judging, being judgy because that's what they do. They're cats.
They are. They're very judgy. Oh, oh.
Oh, Lenu!
Lin-
Oh, Lenu is here.
Lina! Oh, so good to see you, Lina. How are you?
Bonjour, Lenu.
Bonjour. Yes, Judge Smudge and Kenobi.
Uh huh.
Judge Smudge with Kenobi.
Judge Smudge and what we said, Bailiff Kenobi.
Bailiff Kenobi. Yes. I think they engaged with me more on that.
Oh, probably. Yeah, I don't tag them in a lot of stuff, but you probably do a lot of memes and stuff for them. Every time I'm listening in the mornings and they say, somebody do that, somebody make a meme or whatever they say. And I always think, oh my God, Irate's gonna do it. Irate is going to fucking do it. I just know Irate is gonna do it.
You should. You should. We have an awesome Officer Kenobi.
I think he's more bailiff Kenobi or magistrate. That's what we call him,
Magistrate.
magistrate.
Magistrate. That works. Yes,
Judge
magistrate.
Smudge and Magistrate Kenobi.
Kenobi.
Hmm.
And they will judge you for
They
filth,
will
y'all.
judge you. They will so judge you.
And speaking of judging, okay, y'all, we are judging the world because you know what? We called the prophecy about Kathleen Kennedy, what, 2 years ago?
I
A
think
year and a
so.
half ago? That
Yeah.
one day under the sun,
One day.
she would leave Disney. One day she will
Yeah.
leave Disney.
Yeah.
That is our prediction. We are sticking
Yeah.
by it. The
We
rest
went
is
with it.
noise. Don't care.
I'm gonna have to go back and clip that so we can do our own little we called it.
That was the stream when
You know?
everybody was talking about it. I almost titled "Brought
Yeah.
to you by KK Will One Day Leave Disney." You heard it here
Yeah.
first.
One day.
And honestly, it won't make any difference. So,
It
on to
won't.
happy things.
Yeah, that's why the title is what it is. Who's fired from where? Don't care. Give us some more good shit, please.
Do you like our thumbnail?
Oh, I loved it. Akina loved it too. She saw it and she said, "Oh, kitty."
I've been playing with AI this morning and I thought, all right, well, let me see. Let's see a cute little pink blue-eyed kitty with little
Mhm.
angel wings and a cute little purple green-eyed kitty with kind of vampire wings. Let's
Yeah.
see what and it came
Ooh.
out great.
So, talk about vampires. I mean, Jester and I had date night on Sunday,
Mhm.
and we watched my number one all time favorite movie that ever existed, Bram Stoker's Dracula. I don't even know how many times I've seen that movie at this point.
Mhm.
I can recite every single word of that movie.
Mhm. Mhm. You know it very well.
And then I'm like, I'm sitting there after it's done, when we're chatting and stuff. I'm like, man, that's such a good movie. Why can't we get good movies anymore? It's just a good something I wouldn't even care if it was just something
Right.
stupid. Just
Every once in a
good.
while, we do. It's almost like when they take their heads out of their asses and look around the world, they see, "Ooh, pretty," and then they'll
Yeah.
put out a decent film that's either just fun for popcorn or it might have a little bit of a deeper message, but they
Yeah.
leave it up to you to figure out what the hell you wanna take from it.
Mhm. Yeah.
When they do
Well,
that, they're good.
yeah. Well, then after we got done watching that, I was getting ready for bed, but I decided, okay, and whenever I watch Bram, I don't know, maybe I'm weird, but whatever. Well, I know I'm fucking
I
weird, but
was
it's
gonna say,
okay.
does that's yeah, and I mean,
After I watch Bram Stoker's Dracula, I have to watch my favorite Underworld, which is the third one, Rise of the Lycans. I don't know why. I
oh,
don't know
that one is
why we
good.
have to do that, but I always have to watch it afterwards because it's like, good, you talk. I all of them except I like all the Underworld movies. All what is it, 5 of them?
Mhm.
But after Rise of the Lycans, they weren't as good as the first 3. They were
Agreed.
still and this is what I'm talking about. This one what I mean when we're saying I can't even fucking talk today. What the hell? When I'm saying give us more good shit. Right
Mhm.
now, if either one of number 4 or number 5 of the Underworld movies would have came out at this time, it would have been huge because they're decent movies, but they're not great movies and they're not on the same caliber as the first 3.
Right. No, no, no. I totally agree. I mean, once the fuckery with Michael and the actor and everything, I was like, "Ugh,
Mhm.
y'all are gonna pooch it." And they kinda did pooch his storyline, let's face it, they did.
Mhm.
But the
Mhm.
first one I love, the second one I enjoyed, the third one I'm like, "Yeah!
Yeah.
Yeah! This is what I
God,
wanted."
the third one is just, in my opinion, the best out of them. Yes,
So
Snorty,
good.
I'm weird.
Weird, weird, weird. Well,
But
that's why.
and I love vampire movies anyway, but
Mhm.
uh,
Y'all, last year when I found and if y'all have not seen this movie, run, don't walk. If you enjoy vampire movies, go watch it. Abigail. But
oh yeah, yeah, that was actually it was kind of like you said, you called it. It was very campy in some spots, but
Yeah.
it was a good movie. It was
Oh
like, oh my,
god.
it was really a sit in the theater and eat popcorn and get lost for 2 hours movie.
Totally lost. Like you are invested. And when I first saw this movie, and it was kind of I'd never heard of it. And I went and I was like, well, this sounds kind of interesting. Yes, they do. They do. They should, Snorty, they should.
They should.
And I watched this movie and I watched it again and I watched it again. And I'm like, okay, vampires. Arlene is all up in vampires. And I really
Yeah.
want to recommend this movie to her, but I'll be heartbroken if she doesn't like it because I
No, I did
fucking
like it.
love
Yeah.
this movie. I even got Spawn to watch it. And we were both like, and I'd already seen it, I think 3 times at this point. And she's like, oh my God. Oh my God. And we had to pause it at certain scenes because she's like, oh my God. I said, right? Right. Oh, y'all. Abigail's great.
Oh
Abigail is
yeah.
great.
Very, very highly recommended. I was gonna watch Nosferatu, but I can't deal with what's her name? Um, Rose, like I said this morning on Loki's,
Yeah.
Rose Depp, whatever her name, it's something Rose Depp.
Yeah. Yeah.
I can't deal with that hairline.
Yeah, it is a hairline. Hey,
I
Scott.
Hi Scott.
Well, I
Uh,
watched the majority of it. I did not watch the ending because, frankly, although it is visually a very beautiful, very Penny Dreadful,
mhm.
very much the time period, I was bored, y'all.
You know what? And
Oh, I was so
my
bored.
boss said the same thing because he
Slow as molasses.
watched the movie. Him, his wife, watched the movie this past weekend, and he was like, I it was just so boring.
It was. And Skarsgård, the guy, I'll give him this. He's got some acting chops. If I was a director and I needed the
Yeah,
weirdest, creepiest character, Lily Rose, that's it, Lily Rose.
yeah. I knew it was something Rose.
I
I
would
just
call
can't
him
remember.
because he could do it. But I kept waiting when he first went into the castle. I'm like, where the hell's Nosferatu? And the guy had been on camera for like 20 minutes at that point. And I'm like, you don't look like him. I can't help it. I don't give a shit if they were going for their own vision. Nosferatu has been memorialized in our brains, and that's what I wanted. I
At
wanted
Count
that.
Olaf.
Yeah, and he
Mhm.
was just, he had, I mean, he was freaky looking, don't get me wrong. He was creepy,
Oh
he was
yeah.
good, but he was not the Nosferatu. And then it just, like I said, it was
Mhm.
slow. It was slow. It was slow. So you didn't miss much. I mean, one day sit down and watch it if you got time. I think you really will appreciate the visuals of it,
Mhm.
but watch it for the visuals. Don't necessarily watch it
I
for
don't know
Nosferatu.
how, but I keep getting distracted by the hairline. I
She's got a 7 head on that hairline.
Oh my gosh. I'm like,
No doubt about it.
did they like not try to do something to make this look better? Give her bangs, something? I mean,
I almost feel like everything is purposely just a little bit exaggerated, so that
oh,
might have been an intentional choice.
maybe. Hold on. Sorry.
That's all right.
Oh, goodness. I'm trying to answer it. It's not letting me answer. Okay, there we go. I've answered it.
Okay.
And
Yeah,
all right. Yeah.
Scott, we have a 4 head, then there's what's known as a 5 head, which is like someone
Yeah.
who has a really big, she's got a 7 head.
Oh, it's huge, man. It's
It's like
huge.
there's hairline. It is very distracting. And I didn't realize that was his daughter. I mean, I saw the name, but it just because I was already bored, we're into the credits and I'm like, where's Nosferatu? So it didn't connect.
Uh-huh.
Oh, it's our boys, girl. Okay, we get it.
Yeah. Okay. Hold on one second.
Mhm. We are going to go temporarily break at the moment. No, we're not. We are just going to take this. What do they call it? The studio identification just for a brief moment. If we had one of those little staticky things, we'd put it up there, but we don't. So, but yes, y'all, Nosferatu, meh. It was okay, but Scott says, I guess that is like my son saying he has a widow's mountain as opposed to a widow's peak. Yeah, same kind of thing. Widow's peaks are the little swoop. I guess his is very, very deep, so he calls it a widow's mountain. Yeah,
Oh my
same kind
gosh.
of thing. Yes, commercial break. Thank you. We were on a
Yes,
commercial
commercial.
break.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
That's right. So that was kind of a man. If you want to watch Skarsgård in a really good creep fest, go watch him as it. He did great.
Mm-hmm.
He did great in that film. And he's got this ability where he can allow one of his eyes to drift naturally.
Ew, really?
Yeah, so in the film, in it, at one point he's looking it might have been Georgie, I don't know, it was one of the kids, and all of a sudden, one of his eyes starts to go, just ever so slightly, and I'm like,
Oh my gosh.
"Ew, what
Ew.
the hell?" And he keeps doing it, so it's an intentional, but yeah, Nosferatu was
Oh,
snore. Hey,
hello,
Jester.
darling. Mwah.
But I
Not too
recommend
much.
Abigail for sure. Oh, now there is a movie I watched last night. And it's called Companion.
I'm sorry.
What? Wait,
I just read
irate. Throwing shade. Hang
message.
on, irate. Make a be right back screen for y'all. Something to do with Armin talking about sausages with some AI interpretations of these stories. Are you offering? All right,
Right?
I sure as hell can't do it. I break tech just by looking at it wrong.
Uh-huh.
Arlena, you probably could, but I know you is
Uh,
busy. Yay, we got a heart.
oh no, that was me over on Rumble, just
Yeah, it's all right. We could still,
putting
you
stuff
know
in.
what? We could hurt ourselves all day long. We're
We
modern women.
can.
But did he play? Yeah,
Oh.
I don't. Hang
I
on.
don't know. There's so many Skarsgårds.
I don't. I think it was one of the other brothers who played Bjorn in The Hobbit. It was no. It was not a Skarsgård brother, actually.
Really?
Yeah, it was Michael Persbrandt.
Okay.
Yeah, but he looks like him. Actually, he's got kind of he's tall and fair, and he's got the wide eyes. So I could. Ugh.
Hmm.
There's my boy, Richard Armitage. Anyway, love you, Thorin. Come back later. Tons of Skarsgårds.
Yeah, there's a lot of Skarsgårds.
But there's this.
Really, I don't. How many of them is there?
I don't know. That's a good question.
I
How
can't keep
many
up with them.
Skarsgårds are there, y'all? I am just googling today. How many Skarsgårds are there? It's right there. Let's see. It says 8.
Good Lord, the mom and daddy were getting busy.
8 children, and 6 of them are actors.
Good Lord. Oh my God.
So they got married and got busy and pumped out half of Hollywood. Good for them.
Right?
Tons
Oh my gosh.
of Skarsgårds. So we know 6 of them. Oh, wait, let's see if they're all boys. Hang on.
No, there's one girl I know. I know of at least one girl.
Okay, so 5 of the actors are boys and 1 is a girl.
Uh-huh.
That worked as a model. And I don't know about the other 2 children. I'm sorry, y'all.
Oh well,
I don't
who
know about
cares?
them. But they're both boys. They're both boys.
Mhm.
Okay.
Oh,
Ooh,
so, wow, she's the only girl?
lots of testosterone in that family.
Yeah. Wow. Well, my grandma was the only girl, and my great grandparents had 6 kids,
Oh yeah,
and she was number 4 of 5.
that's what my mom wanted 6,
I mean
but
5. She was 5 of 6. I'm
5
sorry.
of 6. Okay.
Yes, my grandma was number 5 of 6. So not only was she born and raised in the country, um, so she already had to slaughter hogs and chickens
Oof.
and cows and milk cows, do all that farm stuff.
Hmm.
But she also had 5 brothers. So yeah, she was a tough. My grandma's still here. She's a
Hmm.
tough cookie.
Definitely, definitely sounds like. Yeah, he was okay. He was. I mean,
Mhm.
it's not a role, honestly. It is a role that I immediately remember when I think of the books, or excuse me, the book. It is not a role that left a lasting impression in the film.
Mm.
It just, I don't know, there was something off. He wasn't honest to God, he wasn't big enough. He wasn't bare enough. He was hairy. He had some funky, neck hair going down and shit, but there was just, I don't know, there was something, half of him was missing. This big lurky hulky
Well,
figure.
I mean, was he a hobbit? That's probably
No,
it.
no, no. He was
Oh,
changeling. He was a shapeshifter
no,
and he
I'm
shit.
just, I'm messing. I was,
Oh, sorry. Duh. Of course. I take my Bjorn from the book very seriously. And they just did him wrong in the movie, but whatever, it is what it is.
I mean, is he half the man he used to be?
Yes, he is.
Yeah.
Yes.
Uh,
But the movie I watched last
couldn't
night,
help it.
Companion, I didn't know anything about it. I just saw the picture of it.
Mhm.
And I'm like, all right, what the hell? Let's give it a try. And it's nothing groundbreaking. It could even probably be considered not low budget, but it looks independent, like an
Mhm.
independent film.
Yeah.
But It works. All of it works. And even though the story is done 1,000 times, been done 1,000 times, and I don't want to say too much because I don't want to spoil it for anyone who goes to see
Mhm.
it. It's really good. And the ending
What
made
is
me
it?
freaking smile. It's called Companion.
Okay.
Companion.
So can you give a synopsis?
All right, let's see if I can do this without
Just go
it
on,
it
Google it.
starts out okay, that's
Just
a good
Google
idea because
Google
whatever
what
Google says, then it'll be safe to say. Okay. Let's see. Theme of the
no, do
film.
synopsis for the movie.
Synopsis for the film Companion.
'Cause
All
when
right,
you
let's see.
say sorry, I was yawning. Because when you say the film is called Companion, I think of somebody old in a nursing home and somebody young taking care of them.
All right, well, here is this film synopsis, the official film synopsis.
Okay.
A weekend getaway turns bloody and violent when a subservient android that's built for human companionship goes haywire.
Oh.
But that's not exactly, yes, technically, that is the synopsis. But there's some little twists and turns. Again, not groundbreaking. If you've seen, oh God, what the hell is it called?
I don't know.
Vox Machina. It's the same kind of feel as that movie. Yes, there's an android in that movie too, because that's a whole turning test that a guy has to go to this, secluded, beautiful mansion kind of place. It's not really a mansion, but it's where rich people live. And he has to do this tuning test for this lifelike looking android that this genius guy has created. And he won this prize to go do this tuning test. Here, this couple goes to this remote in the woods, bougie looking place, and fuckery ensues. But it's so good. It's got a couple of violent moments that I was like, oh, I didn't really need to see that.
Oh, wait. Shorty
Um,
said, "Farm living is the life for me."
Machina, look, I have been clocked. I have said this word 1,000 different ways. Every
You,
time, whether it's Machina, Machina, however the hell I say it, somebody clocks me. So I really don't give a shit how I say it
you
anymore.
know, you know what
I
I
say,
say because I really liked the first video game, the X uh, uh, EX, and what you just said, but because I don't know how to pronounce it correctly, I've always called it Ex Machinia.
Machinia. There you go. That's
I'm like, I don't know how the hell to pronounce that shit. I'm calling it Ex Machinia.
Machinia. I'm not kidding. I get clocked no matter how the hell I say
I
that
like that
word.
game.
And
I
it's
don't know if the movie was based off the game, but I thought the game was good.
I don't know. Yeah. But it's a good one, y'all. And the thing I love about Bakita,
Ah,
Bakita,
Punkwaddle.
Bakita. Okay. Now, if I get clocked again for saying it like that, I'm gonna say it's irate and Punkwaddle's fault.
Yeah, there you go. I always said Dos Ex Machinia
Machinia. And hey,
because it was Dos
Punkwaddle.
Ex.
Well,
Oh gosh.
I like the stories that particularly because I love Android stories. I just can't get enough of them. It's like Shark Week. Until I
Oh,
found out
did you
Shark Week
watch?
was full of shit. Then
Did
I
you
was like, by
watch?
Shark Week.
What was the name of that movie? Megan,
Hey, Louise, I did watch Megan.
Hi, Louise.
I
Uh huh.
absolutely did. Did you see it?
And I have not because I was like, it doesn't really strike my fancy.
Uh,
But how was it? Was it any good?
Good popcorn flick.
Oh, really?
Good popcorn flick. Yep. It does touch a little bit on the not humanity of it, but the dangers
Uh huh.
of kind of like the little girl. Okay, it's the woman's niece. Her brother-in-law and sister die in a car wreck, and the little girl comes to live with her because
Uh
she's
huh.
like, and the little girl, of course, is just grief stricken. and she's bored because this chick is very much a scientist, doesn't have kid shit around. So she creates this Megan for her. She's been working on her as a prototype, decided to, launch her and bond with her niece. Well, her niece does bond, and there's a psychiatrist that's like, I think it's amazing what she's doing, but you got to let her go through the steps of grief. If
Yeah.
Megan is blocking that, it doesn't really go into the whole humanity aspect. Is it moral? How, is it real? Is it a doll? What the fuck is it?
Mm-hmm.
But it goes into that. And I'm like, because she's like, I'm great that she has her, but they become codependent, and this is not good.
Mm-hmm.
So it's worth it. But Companion, I think you would like better. And no, I don't know that you would like it better, but it has more of the morality, even though they don't really talk that much about it. It always gets me thinking, these sentient or these creatures that these androids that think they're real, even if they're programmed to just think it. Well, are they or aren't they? I mean, there's always that morality there that it's like, do you just treat them like shit? I couldn't do it. I couldn't have an android that looked that lifelike and thought they were a real person and treat them just like machinery. I couldn't do it.
Oh my gosh.
Y'all!
It's because I called it Ice Machina.
Ice
Or,
Machina.
I mean, Dos Ex Machina. I don't know how to say this shit.
I'm gonna steal Machina, and now when I get clocked, I'll go, it's Arlita's fault. It's how she taught me to say it. Take it up with Arlita.
Yep. And they
But
can.
yeah, we need just more popcorn, just more good popcorn movies. We really do.
Yeah, we absolutely do.
And here, okay, I do want to say real quick, and I don't want to dwell on this, but I was thinking about it. There is a problem with like the MCU, other than, and even even DC to an extent, other than just all the bullshit behind the scenes bullshit at the companies. These things are so intertwined, and they have expanded on so many multi-universes that if you don't see the entire, like if you're a completely new viewer to the world, even if they came in on Deadpool and Wolverine, they may be like, what the fuck is going on? Who are these people? What is happening? Not necessarily Deadpool and Wolverine, but just, you have to almost have sat down and watched everything, including the Loki show, which I started.
The only
You have to
thing
watch them
that
all to get anything.
the only thing that I watched with when the MCU started putting stuff on TV, I watched the very first one, WandaVision.
WandaVision. Yeah.
I thought it was good up until the last episode. The last episode just blew it.
I've been told that. I've been told to watch it up to the last episode, or even up to the last 3 episodes.
Yeah,
I haven't seen it yet, and I do want to watch it.
Start to get the last 2 episodes are really kind of, oh god. But the very last episode really is a what the fuck episode. But I thought it was a unique idea. And it was, that is something that happened in the comics. The basic idea of it. And I don't know. That was I started watching Falcon and Winter Soldier, and then I think I got 2, 3 episodes into it, and I'm like, oh fuck this shit.
I had zero interest in that.
And I stopped. Well, I like the Winter Soldier.
I do too.
And I liked the Winter Soldier, and I liked what's his nuts as the Falcon. I thought he was good as the Falcon.
At that point, I was just kind of like, maybe. But it was one of those I was going to go back to, and I never did.
But then they started adding all this extra shit in,
and the Loki series just sucked big balls.
I was done. So episode 2 or 3 of Falcon and Winter Soldier was my MCU's version of Kenobi for Star Wars.
Mhm.
I just couldn't after that. I'm like, nope, because I know where they're headed with all of this. And
Right.
I am zero interest. Zero.
Yep. That was me. So, this is this massive body of work at this point, modern massive body of work, not just throughout the years, but there is even that, especially when you throw in X-Men and I mean, just everything.
Hmm.
I don't know. I mean, shit, I'm lost. Now, granted, I am a normie with some parts of the MCU, and I am very much oh my God, I love you. Other parts of the MCU as far as characters and stories
Hmm.
but I'm like, shit, people talk about it all the time. And if I even am lost a little bit and I've got to go back and rewatch the movies just to kind of, all right, oh, I see this fits in here and this fits. I can imagine a very casual or first time viewer being like, well, shit, I need to get a scroll just to have everything in order to read this out and roll it across my living room because there's so much stuff.
Yeah. Wow.
Well, there was also the fact that they were using Sebastian Stan as a stand-in for DH Luke and passed him over for the actual chance at being Cap. Yeah, I
You
mean,
know, the whole thing that gets me is, they, on one hand, they were like, oh, we're going to try to, you know, be like the comic books. And then it was, oh, we're not the comic books. We're just using characters' names and stuff and writing our own stuff or
ugh,
whatever.
yeah,
And it's like, there's certain things that you need to maintain truth in.
yeah, agreed,
Okay. Captain America. You had,
agreed, man,
um, you
agreed.
don't change Captain America. Okay. So you had, oh crap. My mind is blank because I'm super tired, y'all. um, the original Captain America. What's
Steve Rogers.
damn. Yes. Um, and then you need to have, um, okay, the Winter Soldier.
Bucky.
I, Bucky. I cannot think
I
of any
love
names
Bucky.
tonight. I'm so tired.
Oh, it's fine. It's fine. We're just kind
Um,
of rabbit trailing. It's all good.
you have him, and eventually he's gonna die.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
but truly, um, Rogers had the serum. Bucky had the serum.
Mm-hmm.
Falcon didn't have shit.
I, I just that's kind of what I heard. Kind of what I heard, and that's
The
why
way
I'm
Disney
not
has
real
done it. I mean,
motivated to go watch it.
yeah,
Oh, Louise.
yeah. Oh God. Uh,
Frankenstein. Yeah. Louise, the Agatha review. Okay. I have
uh-uh.
watched Agatha in bits and pieces. I might, because it's witchy, I might go and watch it all the way through, but I can tell you right now, more of it annoyed me than didn't. But to be fair, I saw it at I saw several of them, not out of sequence, but like I'd watch, episode 2 here, then 4 and 5 there. It was just kind of the way the viewing went. Anyway, so
I
I
didn't
need to
watch any
watch
of
it,
it.
but I don't know. Agatha gets on my freaking
I
last
mean,
nerve
the thing is that
from what
Arwen
I've seen so far.
can only corral me in for one bad series a year,
Yeah, that's
and
true.
she got me with the Amazon Rings of Prime. So I
And to be
I
fair,
can't do too many horrible shows. They make me want to kill something.
we did pull the plug on that because it was so bad.
Uh,
I mean, agonizingly bad that I just didn't give two shits about seeing
yeah.
how worse it got. Just
There
didn't.
were two characters that I actually gave a crap about.
Mhm.
And Jester would have to tell you the names because I care that much that I can't even remember who they were. But there were actually two characters that I was like, okay, they're you can see their character arc developing.
Oh God. It
But and of course one of them is freaking what's his nuts? The big bad.
not Sauron.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Sauron? Okay, Sauron.
Yeah. His character was rather interesting for
It
that series.
Oh, it was just so bastardized. I mean, it
It
was
was, but
as
I'm
the Middle
saying
Earth turns, it was like a
if
damn soap
you
opera.
but what I'm saying is if you look at that show, it's atrocious, it's horrible, it is bleh, makes me want to puke. But if I was forced to say something good about it, I would say Sarah was probably one of the more interesting characters, even though I know it was bastardized.
Mhm.
And then the one that played the Queen's guard, the captain.
Isildur.
Yeah. I
I mean,
actually
not
I
fuck, not Isildur.
whatever his
What
name
is?
was.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I know what you're talking about. That's the son.
His actually I think if you plucked out the bad shit around his
Elendil.
storyline, he
Mhm.
had a decent storyline. And the thing that I liked about him is he never ever went against his morals and values.
He was the only one I really liked because he hadn't annoyed me yet. They
Yeah.
they
Well,
did. They kept him they kept him pretty. Hey, David.
hey, David.
Yeah, he was the most Tolkien-esque out of all of them.
Yeah, but that was the thing that I liked about him is he never once you seen everybody else do it.
Yeah,
He never once compromised his morals or values for anything.
yeah.
And I appreciate that. But the rest of it, ugh, it is all so bad.
Elisar.
It was so
Yeah,
bad.
just,
Oh God, it was so bad.
so that is why
Yeah, we just skipped it.
I
It's like,
couldn't.
we were gonna do it the first week, and then Arwen was like, "I haven't watched it all." I was like, "Okay, we'll do a double episode this week," and then something happened, and it's like, "Okay, we'll do 3 episodes." Like, oh my God! And then it just
Yeah,
kept going and going. It's like,
I
look,
couldn't.
let's just not even bother.
I couldn't.
So
But I am
we
excited for House of Dragon 3. I am excited for that. I
when's
do want
that
to
come
see
out?
it.
Another 5 years?
Probably. It'll come out around the same time that Martin finishes his books.
Right?
Never.
Never.
You know what? See, I was so pissed when I found that out. When I thought for the most part when I started Game of Thrones, I started the first book
Hmm.
and there was a series and I was like, this is going to be great. Go Daenerys. They fucked up her character and I don't want to hear no bullshit. It was always there. It was
No.
always there. No, it was not always there.
No.
Okay, it was not. She should have broken that chain.
Hmm.
And I know it's gross, her and the nephew, but you know what? Everyone accepted the twins the entire time, so missed me in that nonsense. But her and Jon Snow could have brought the realms together with the union of their child. Their child could have been the one to bring Westeros together. But is it too much to ask for a happy
Their
ending? Yes, when
their
there is no ending because the
their
author
child
hasn't finished it.
their child that could be part of what the hell is that movie with the inbreds?
What
Oh God, what is that? Y'all help me out in chat. What is that movie?
with the
Oh my,
inbred
is it
deliverance?
Deliverance? Yes,
Oh God, deliverance in
their
Westeros.
their child their child that could have came directly from Deliverance, or their child could have started Deliverance. I don't
Right?
know.
But something, at least break the cycle. I mean, there's been so much pain and so much war and so much. Can we please have a damn happy ending? And I am
Yeah,
sorry, but as much as Cersei pissed me off, her and Jamie, ick as they were, deserved a much more spectacular death than being
yeah,
crushed by rubble of the
yeah,
Red Keep. Are you
yeah. They
kidding
should have
me?
had a much better death.
It's just like, so my point is House of Dragon at least has been very interesting to me. There's been a couple of womp womp,
I
but
haven't
for the
started
most part, I've
watching
enjoyed
it.
it.
I haven't started watching it because um I don't want to start watching it and get really into it, and then I've got to wait 3 damn years for the next part. I'm just not going to do that.
Do you think we'd get clip if or get in trouble if I shared a quick
I,
clip?
is it shorter than 12 seconds
No, it's a scene.
from?
House of Dragon. It'll be the one thing that you'll be like, "Oh, bitch, out of my way! I'm gonna watch
Oh
this."
no 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 no. Okay, no, don't share it.
It's a
I
dragon.
don't want to be. I don't want to know anything. I already
Ah, all
know.
right, all right.
I already know the basics of it, and that's all I want to know. I'm going to watch it, but I'm not going to watch the first 2 seasons and
I don't
then
think
be
so.
pissed off
Yeah, I
because
get it. I get it.
you know
That's
I've got to
fair.
wait
All
freaking
right, then
20
I'll just
years for the next one.
I'll tell you about the scene then. Yeah, I don't think there's music in it. I won't tell you any details because the scene itself really doesn't have details.
Mhm.
But they're underneath Dragonstone. They're underneath in the
Mhm.
caves where the dragons kind of come in and out and do their thing. And she is calling one that does not have a rider. Okay, it's not her dragon, but because she's got the heritage and all that shit.
Mhm.
Um, there we go. So the scene when he comes up out of the darkness and you hear his rumbling, and then when he comes out and he is towering over her, the noises, this thing is a beast. And the first time I saw that dragon come up, I think I rewound it 5 times and watched it over and over and over. I'm like,
Uh-huh.
"You're not Falcor, are you, big boy?" I mean, this is not a luck dragon. This is I will fuck you up if you mess with me, dragon.
Mhm.
Arlena, the dragon work in this series is I think even there's not enough of them. That's my one gripe.
Mhm.
There's not enough dragons. It's even
Yeah.
it's I don't want to say it's better
No,
than Game of Thrones dragons, but my God, they're so good.
well, just to give you an example,
Mhm.
I knew that I was going to like Game of Thrones because that is right up my alley. I love that kind of shit, you know?
Mhm. Mhm.
Fantasy
Same.
and all that. Yes, I freaking love it. I didn't start watching any of it until the final season was a month away from being released. And
Really?
then I binged the hell out of it because I did not want to get into it and then have to wait and wait and wait and wait and wait and then forget everything that had happened and
Yeah,
have to
it
go
is.
back and rewatch it again. I'm just going to watch it one time all the way through,
Yeah.
and that's what I did.
I watched it when it was on TV, and then, of course, since then, I have been binged watched, the series a couple of times. It is much better to binge watch
Mhm. Yeah.
because I was surprised. I'm like, "Oh, I forgot this. Oh, shit. I'll remember, and this ties in here," and because all of the information was fresh.
Yeah.
Doing it because it's like a big old info dump on you. Some of these episodes are like over here and blah, 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 and we're over here and blah, 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 and then we got the area blah, 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 and we got little finger doing his shit blah, 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 and it's like,
Mhm.
oh my God, there's so many people and places. Can we not? Watching it back to back, you see those people and places from hour to hour. It does make it easier. I agree.
Yeah. And I liked it. I did not like how it ended.
Nope. Nope.
I thought that was the worst possible ending you could do. But it is what it is, you know. So yeah.
You want to
I,
read this?
oh, never watched past Game of Thrones season 1. All the characters I liked were dead. Never watched anymore. George Martin will forever be Tolkien's bitch.
Agreed. At least Tolkien wrote languages. He wrote
Yeah.
mythologies. He's got some beefy work. George, finish your books. Come on.
Yeah. It's
But
also how many episodes per season, how many seasons per year, and I get that it was a big production. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah,
what is it, 8 to 10?
I do too, but the thing was that between the one season and then the very final season, there was like
Mhm.
what was it? Like 4 years?
Between the final and the win? I'm
The
thinking
the one before the final season and the
yes.
final season.
Yeah, there was some
There
time
was
that had
like
gone
4
yeah,
years. It was that and that is
yeah,
why I'm like, okay, I know I'm going to want to watch it because I heard everybody talking about it. But
right,
I'm
Jester.
like, okay, I don't want to get into this yet because I think at that point I was into something else that was on. It I don't remember what it was. Maybe Sons of Anarchy? I don't remember. I don't
Maybe.
remember if they were on at the same time or not. It was something else that I was watching and really enthralled with at that point.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm just gonna wait. I'm just gonna wait. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it yet. Um, but yeah, I'm glad that I did it that way. But I still that last season just
Oh, it just it was terrible. And David, that sniveling little Draco Malfoy wannabe, he every time, every scene he was in, I was glued to the TV. And you want to know why? Because I knew that little shit. I didn't know how, I didn't know when, but I knew he was going to die a horrible, horrible, horrible,
oh
horrible
yeah.
death. And I wanted to be there for it. That
Uh,
kudos to that actor, man. He pulled it
yeah.
off.
The thing
Pulled
that
it off.
got me was I had just come off watching The Tudors, and
Oh,
I'm looking at all of these different characters that were in The Tudors, and I'm like, oh my god, they
right.
were in The Tudors, and he was in The Tudors, and she was in The Tudors. What the hell? Do they just share people? What's going on here?
Right, the cream of the crop of English actors that can actually play these kind of characters.
Yeah, yeah,
Ugh, I
uh,
applauded when he died. I was so I know it's terrible, God forgive me.
yeah.
I know it's just a character, but still, I
But
did.
you
I was
know,
like, "Whoo,
but
you
sh-
got it,
but
son."
but everybody gives and I think I've talked to Jester about this as well before. But a lot of people give him shit for killing off, the Red Wedding. But that was
Yeah.
based on an actual historic event.
Yeah.
So, uh,
It's
and
it's
I get it. I really get it. I really get it. But it's one of those things to where if these characters whom we've grown to really like, because the one the dude that was killed in the Red Wedding, um he was also in Medici.
Rob Stark,
Is that who? I
the
don't.
son, the main like
The
the
one
epic
that he was killed in the Red Wedding. He was one of the Stark boys. I don't
yeah,
remember.
that was
He
probably
was
Rob.
he was very handsome.
Yes, that was Rob Stark.
Okay.
I haven't seen
Um
Medici yet. I haven't seen him.
I got done watching Medici as well. I was like, all these damn historical drama shows, y'all know, based on true events, quote unquote. I love them all, but
Mhm.
I just watched him in that, and I was like, oh, he's a really good actor, and I'm like, okay, digging my heels in, can't wait to see this because he was good in Medici, and boy, he's not hard on the eyes at all.
Right, no, he's not.
And then he dies.
And then he
I'm like,
dies.
ah.
And I was like, I hadn't even gotten to the point where Eddard Stark is killed. And when I saw Sean Bean, that was my big draw because I love Sean Bean. But I also
Uh-huh.
knew, oh, how long is it going to take before you're dead? I just knew his character was going to die. And sure enough,
Okay, Snorty. Yeah. Okay, Snorty. Arwen will agree with you. Not
no,
that
I
he was
don't think
too
he was too
young,
young. Yeah.
but she thinks he was too short.
He was too short. He was too dark. He was too, he looked like a Mediterranean prince. not in a 6'2", redheaded, fair skinned, golden haired English guy. And
Mhm.
it takes me out of it. We know what Henry VIII looked like. It's not like we have no idea what he looked
I don't care. I thought Jonathan Rhys Myers was nice to look at, but
like.
I
Not Henry VIII.
ap- I appreciated I appreciated that no, he wasn't that old Snorty. He was younger. He was in his 30s. Uh because Catherine of Aragon was about 40. Um nobody
I know, Chester. I know, and I knew it. I knew it was destined to it. I didn't watch the scene. I closed my eyes and I heard the thump and all that, and I don't do beheadings. I just can't.
but no, but my point is with the Tudors, Henry Cavill as the Duke of Suffolk.
Yes,
Ah,
master casting. He was
ah,
so good in that.
and you get to see his ass.
You do get to see his ass. You're
You
right.
get to see his
I
ass.
forgot
He
about
is
that. Yeah,
like not that it's impressive, but it's like, oh, wait a minute. When he started to become a really big actor, I'm like, oh, I've seen his ass
right.
on the Tudors.
On the Tudors.
Oh
I'm
my God,
telling you.
Sorty.
Wolf Hall may have been slow. I enjoyed it, but it's just dry as dust compared to the Tudors.
Yeah.
But they got Henry right. Damian Lewis.
Yeah, he
They
was a
got him
really
right.
good he was a good Henry.
Brilliant
But,
Henry.
I like Natalie Dormer as Anne Boleyn.
Oh, I get Yeah. I wish she'd been more French in the way she acted because she was basically raised at the French court. But
Yeah,
And
but
she
she
didn't
didn't.
have black eyes. I can't deal with the blue eyes. Couldn't deal with them on her. Couldn't deal with them on Claire Foy. I am picky about that kind of shit. I really am. I'm like,
Well,
well, you had.
that's the one thing then that the Netflix series did get right.
Oh my god. Yeah, that's true. She had black eyes. Way to go, Netflix.
The girl in the hammock eating the apple. Okay. That is oh my god, she has been on so many things. Oh, why can't I think of her name? Catherine Howard is who he's referring to, I'm sure.
Oh, Jasmine something.
No, Tasmeen
Tasmeen. That's it. Tasmeen.
Merchant.
Yep.
Tasmeen Merchant.
Yep.
Yeah. She's naked in pretty much everything she plays in.
Now let me ask you something. Do you think
Oh, Natalie Dormer
Catherine?
was
Yeah,
in.
she plays
Oh,
her in
okay.
the Tudors. Do you
No, no,
think?
no, no. I thought when he said the girl in the hammock eating an apple, I thought he was talking about
Oh.
Tasmeen Merchant, who played Catherine Howard.
Oh, okay, okay, yeah. He's talking about the meme he keeps seeing.
Oh, oh, okay. Okay, what
Um,
were you
do you think Catherine Howard was really that "Go ahead, come here, big boy" to Culpepper, or do you think she was
yeah.
seduced into it? What
No.
is your feel on that?
I
'Cause
I think
she hoed down on him in the tutor.
I I absolutely think that oh my god. And then what's even worse is I just lost connection. Oh, it's true. Okay, sorry baby, Messenger is updating apparently.
I'm
No,
dead.
baby, you shouldn't. That's hilarious. But I just completely forgot what the hell was I just saying.
I asked if you thought that Catherine Howard was, come
Oh,
hither as she
yes,
was in the tutor.
yes. And the reason I think she was that way, really,
Hmm.
is because before she was chosen to go to Henry's court, when she was living with the Dowager Duchess,
Hmm.
she was promiscuous. Uh,
True.
in
That's
some
true.
ways, she was taken advantage of and she was groomed, but in other ways, as she got a little bit older, God, she wasn't even freaking 19 years old. But she became, a mistress for Culpepper.
And
Uh,
Henry was not exactly the striking
no,
figure that he
no,
was when he was young at this
no.
point. Not saying I would do it
And
because
and
the
the
man's been known to behead people, his queens.
and the crazy thing
But
is we know that by that time he was because when he was married to whom I think was his prettiest wife in real life, not in the shows, uh Anne of um
Cleves,
Cleves. Yeah, I told you I'm tired, so I can't
it's all
think of
right.
anything. um no, Anne of Cleves, when he made the statement, because he did make a statement that, she had funny smells coming from her and stuff. She hit back with, yeah, there's funny smells coming from somewhere, but it's not me.
Yeah, your legs rotting off, dude.
Yeah, he
You
had
have an
ulcers and
ulcer.
yeah.
I mean,
It
ew.
was, yeah. Uh, uh yeah.
We need to turn this
Yeah.
into a history hour with
Oh,
Darvelina or
sorry,
whatever. No,
sorry.
I love it. I could talk about freaking Henry VIII at his court all day
uh,
long. I love that shit.
yeah. Even more interesting was Henry VII. I think,
Yes.
anyway.
Yeah, his
I think he was far more interesting, but
and he only had
yeah.
one wife
Yep.
and the love of his
Elizabeth of York.
life.
Yeah. Elizabeth. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Ooh.
Yeah, that, and also, he had diabetes and all this, gout and all
That
kinds of shit going on. So,
that head wound he had, I think knocked some brain cells out of him.
yeah. Yeah.
Like legit. Because they talk
Mhm.
about how much his personality just
Yeah.
boom shifts.
How it completely changed. Yeah.
Because the
Yep.
early Henry, he seemed like, yes, of course, he was king and he knew he was king and, all that. But he
Mhm.
seemed to be, at least when he was with Catherine, he seemed to have his shit together.
Oh, there's a
But
whole bunch of stuff we can go through with that timeline, but
true.
it's been an hour, so we've actually gone a little over an hour.
All right. There y'all go.
All right. So, hey, if our chat ever wants to hear anything about history, you know, just give us a subject.
Hell yeah. He was a mess. And gout is nasty. Friend of mine keeps getting it. Yeah, it's
Ugh.
especially for
Uh,
1500s.
oh
That's
yeah, oh yeah, oh
ugh,
yeah.
medicine. No, never
No,
snorty.
Snorty, no.
No, we're just getting ready to wrap up. You're never dismissed.
Yeah, never. We love you, Snorty. You're our
Yes,
favorite
we
polar
do.
bear.
Yes, we do.
You might be the only polar bear on YouTube,
And he's the only
but
one
you're
we
still
need.
our favorite.
Yeah, the only one we need.
That's it. There's enough bear for everyone.
That's right. All what, like 10 feet tall of him?
Uh,
when they
Polar
11 when
bears are huge,
they're
so
massive. When they stand on their hind feet, they're like the tallest recorded mammal or
uh,
something, or of that particular, variety, not of course counting elephants and stuff, but or moose. Moose are big too. But the biggest bear, I think.
ah. Oh my God, dare to go bear. Oh my
Love
gosh.
it.
All right, y'all. We're gonna get out of here. We will see you next week. Arwen will see you Friday on
Yes.
Loki's. I may or may not see everyone Friday on VacTube. Uh, it depends. There's some special holidays approaching
Mm-hmm. Okay.
that we're not going to discuss.
Okay.
But 1,500 pounds. Wow. But yes, okay. We're getting out of here. There are still kind people in this world, y'all. And if you can't find one, then be one.
Bye,
See
y'all.
y'all later. Gotta hit the button. Where's the button?